Okay, so once again, good day everyone. So today, our course no is research for managers, and probably all of you are enrolled in masters in business administration. Ano pa? So on this course, no, we are going to discuss about the introduction to research, no, because again, research is a systematic process of inquiry, no, aimed at discovering new information, validating existing knowledge, or solving complex problems. So research involves a structured approach that includes no, defining a problem, no, reviewing literature, designing methodologies, collecting data, analyzing results, and drawing conclusions. So academic research typically progresses through several stages, so from conceptualization to dissemination, hopefully. No? So the classification of research reports helps in categorizing studies based on their purpose, no, methodology, or either by its scope, no. So the with technological advancement right now, internet mediated research has become a popular approach, no, providing access to vast resources and enabling data collection through online tools, no. So again, another thing is the research writing formats. No? Most commonly, effective research communication is essential for sharing findings when with the academic and professional community. The two primary formats of research, writing a publishable research, no? Reports and their and or possibly your dissertation thesis formats, no. Again, a publishable research report follows a concise structure that highlights key findings and methodologies, making it suitable for journals and conferences. In contrast, a thesis or dissertation format is more comprehensive. Take note. Kasi kadalasan kapag for publishable, MRAD format. Pag sinabing MRAD, introduction, methodology, results, and discussion. Pero kapag thesis, dissertation, detailed dyan. No? Talagang mayroong front matters, back matters, yung entire yung content and so on. Now, as I mentioned earlier, no, typically it requires academic degrees, no, yung ating tinatawag na thesis or dissertation, and includes detailed explanation, no, explanation of no, explanation of your study, no, or a research process, literature review, as I mentioned, and what will be the implication. So understanding the differences between these formats enable researchers to tailor their writing to meet the specific requirements of their audience and institution. So it means to say, kapag for publication, IMRAD lang kadalasan, MRAD lang. Hindi yung complete na ipapasa natin. Ano po? Minsan nga po, abstract lang muna hinihingi. Kapag pumasa yung abstract, saka pala manghihingi ng MRAD format. Most commonly, pero madidiscuss naman po ng ating mga presenter yan bago matapos yung ating semester. Now, another thing is the theoretical foundation. So, theoretical foundation in chapter 3, a strong theoretical foundation is the backbone of any research study. So providing a framework for understanding the problem under investigation, because it begins with identifying the background of the problem. Dapat po ganun, ano? Then right after, of course, followed by a comprehensive review of our related literature to identify gaps and build upon existing knowledge. So depende po yung sa tao. Ano, ako personally, pag nakaisip na ako ng title, ang una kong gagawin, mag-review ng literature at saka ng mga related studies. Ganun po yung strategy ko. Pero depende po sa tao. No? Theoretical and conceptual framework guides the research by offering models and theories that explain the relationship among variables. Ang variables natin, nanggagaling sa ating theory, no? Then yung theory na yon, i-combine natin yung ating ibang mga study para makabuo tayo, ang mga variable niyan, para makabuo tayo ng ating conceptual framework. No? Then, clearly defining the statement of the problem. So, nalandyan si null hypothesis and significance of the study ensure focused approach. So the scope and delimitation or limitation section clarifies the study's boundaries, no, while defining key terms, no, enhances the clarity and consistency of the research. Again, magkaiba po ang limitation sa delimitation. So ang magdi-discuss po niyan sa theoretical foundation, dapat po ma-differentiate natin ano kaibahan ni scope, kay limitation, at kay delimitations. Okay? And at the same time, the definition of terms, dapat operational. Paano natin ginamit yung term na yon sa ating study? Ganun po siya i-define. Let's say, this refers to, it refers to, and so on. So ganun po yon. Another chapter focus on the research methodology. So, the research methodology this time outlines the systematic procedures used to conduct the study. So it includes the research design, which provides a blueprint, no, for collecting and analyzing the data. So population and sampling techniques ensure that study population is representative, while selecting respondents, participants, and informants is critical for obtaining relevant insights. Anong kaibahan ni respondents? Anong kaibahan ni participants? Anong kaibahan ni informants? Dapat alam natin yan. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitin ng informants kapag ang study mo ay pure. Kailan di pwedeng gamitin ng term na informants? Kapag ang study natin ay pure na quantitative. Okay? Pero kapag tayo quali, kapag quali, informants ang ginagamit. Kapag pure na quantitative, depende po yon. Minsan kasi applicable, kapag sinabi natin kasing participants, ito yung talagang nagsasagot, may mga sasabihin, hindi yung check-check lang, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kapag 4, 3, 2, 1, ganun lang ang sasagutan niya, ang tawag po natin dyan ay participants. Ano po? Pag sinabi natin respondents, pwedeng may mga susulat, may sasagutin, so on. Respondents po yon. Kapag sinabing informants, quali ka. Okay? Kapag mixed methods, pag sabi mixed methods, quali, quanti, pwedeng gamitin na yung participant, pwede na gamitin yung respondents. Sa respondents kasi, pwede mong tanungin, pwede siyang mag-check, check, check. So quali, quanti, mixed method, applicable yung term na respondents. Okay? Pag participants pure, 1, 2, 3, 4, check 4, check 3, check 4. Kapag naman pure na tanong lahat, informants ang tawag doon sa sumasagot. Okay? So research instruments such as surveys and questionnaires facilitate the data collection, and ensuring the validity and reliability enhances the credibility of findings. So ethical consideration play a vital role, no, in protecting participant rights, while the data gathering procedure ensures the accuracy and consistency of information. And finally, statistical treatment of data helps in organizing and interpreting results to draw meaningful conclusion. Napakahalaga po ng statistical treatment. Kasi ang statistical natin treatment ay nagbabase po yan sa ating statement of the problem. Kung doon sa statement of problem number 1, mean lang ang gagamitin natin kasi nakalagay doon gender, hindi tayo gumagamit ng gender, ha, sex lang, para male and female lang. No? Ang gender di ginagamit kasi masyadong marami kang ilalagay. Okay? Pero kung sa research, better gamitin na lang natin ay male and female. Pero kung study mo may related sa LTB, ano ba? Ano yun? Basta sa mga third sex, no? Yun, pwede mong gamitin yung gender. Kasi nga po, mayroon silang ibang ano. But still, kung gusto mo dito sa commonly, kapag hindi kailangan ng LGBT, yun, LGBT, male and female, sex na lang ang gamitin natin. Pero kung study mo related sa mga third sex, no, better for you to use gender. Okay? So, depende sa type of study. Now, another right after the statistical treatment is the data analysis and interpretation. Data analysis naman po and interpretation are critical for transforming your raw data into meaningful insights. So kapag nagawa na tayo ng ating chapter 4, ano ang nangyari dito sa ilan ang male, ilan ang female? Ano ang nangyari dito sa question number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6? Naka-table, may discussion. Okay, yun po yung data analysis and interpretation. Based po yun sa statistical results or analysis and results. Ano pa? Then, analyzing data, of course, includes, no? Ano ba mga kasama niyan? Applying statistical tools, and minsan charts, minsan tables, to facilitate a comprehension. Mas mabilis kasi intindihin kapag naka-table. So, uh, this data or analyzing data, relationship and trends, no? Including applying statistical or qualitative techniques to identify patterns, relationship, and trends. Now, interpretation of data goes a step further by drawing conclusions, no, based on the analyzed result, relating them to research objectives and discussing their implication. Again, effective data analysis and interpretation help validate hypotheses, support decision making, and contribute to the body of knowledge in the respective field. Now, how about chapter 6, no? Yung finding solutions. The finding section or yung chapter 5 kadalasan to no? The finding section of the research paper presents the analyzed data and results obtaining during the study. So this section provides factual, no, objective insights derived from the research process, no, helping to answer the research question. So conclusion, syempre po, ang conclusion natin, synthesize these findings, no, summarizing the implications and relevance to the study's objective. Recommendation are practical suggestion, no, based on findings that guide future research policy making or practical application. And finally, the discussion of future work outlines potential areas for further investigation, identifying gaps, and proposing how subsequent research can build upon the current study to expand knowledge and impact. So numbers, chapter 7, focus on thesis component. Now, a well-structured thesis consists of several key components that ensure clarity and coherence. So the preliminaries of a thesis include the title page, abstract, knowledge, acknowledgement, and table contents, no, providing an overview of the research. So yun po yung tinatawag nilang front matter or preliminaries. Ang back matter naman po, pero yan po, nagba-vary depende sa institution ha. Hindi pare-parehas, depende sa practice ng universities and colleges. Ano po? So the back matter of a thesis or research or capstone project consists of appendices, no, references, supplementary materials that support the main content. So ethical consideration are also an integral part of a thesis, ensuring compliance with ethical research practices, including yung confidentiality, informed consent, and adherence to institutional guidelines. Madidiscuss po natin yung isa-isa bago mag-end yung semester. Another important thing is the referencing style, no? Proper referencing is critical in academic writing to credit sources and avoid plagiarism. So the most commonly used is APA, no? The APA format is commonly used in social science, emphasizing author date citations, no? ACM format is prevalent, computing and technology research, offering a unique numbering system for citation. Meron tayong MLA format, primarily used in humanities, focus on author page citation. And meron tayong IEEE format, widely used in engineering and technology disciplines, employing a numeric citation style. So understanding and applying the appropriate referencing ensures consistency and credibility in research documentation. Sagot sa atin yan ni Chapter 8 presenter. For Chapter 9 presenter, focus on critique and evaluation. So the critique and evaluation or critiquing research involves assessing the strengths and weaknesses of a thesis or research proposal based on the given established guidelines. So guidelines and procedure is procedures in critiquing research and help, no, researchers evaluate the study's rigor, relevance, and contribution to the field. So specific rubrics exist for critiquing quantitative and qualitative research, offering a structured criteria to assess methodological soundness, no, data analysis and interpretation. Sample rubrics provide a standardized benchmark for evaluating research papers, ensuring consistency and fairness and review processes. So ang presenter ng Chapter 9 dapat makapag-present ng sample rubrics na ginagamit sa international presentation at saka po sa mga universities and colleges. Okay? Yun po yung isang task ng Chapter 9 presenter. For Chapter 10, research proposal presentation and presentation of completed projects. Presenting research, no, effectively is important for communicating findings to stakeholders, peers, and evaluators. So a research proposal presentation introduces the study's objectives, significance, and methodology, no, helping to secure approval for funding. No? So the presentation the presentation of a completed research project highlights dapat po yung results, yung conclusion, at saka yung implication, showcasing the study's contribution to the field. So guidelines for crafting PowerPoint presentation and other visual presentation focus on clarity, conciseness, and engagement. Now, common questions during pre-oral and final defense session open, assess the research feasibility, originality, and practical implementation, preparing researchers for constructive feedback and critique. Take note of it. Sa defense, anong ang kadalasan tinatanong? Yung research ba feasible? Yung research ba original? Yung research ba ay may practical implications? Yun ang kadalasang tanong kapag kayo po ay nag-defense. No? So, i-discuss po sa atin yan ng in charge sa Chapter 10. Now, Chapter 11. Ito talaga nakasama sa dun sa sa chapter, may pahapyaw na sa chapter 3. Chapter 4, no? Mayroon na yung ethical consideration sa chapter 4. Pero kailangan natin kasi ng mas detailed, no? So ethical consideration are crucial, no, in research to ensure integrity, credibility, and protection of participants' rights. So the researchers, no, must prioritize research ethics, including informed consent. Paano ba nagagawa ng informed consent? Magbibigay ng example ang presenter ng informed consent. Confidentiality and avoiding harm to participants. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, dapat ang presenter makapag-interview doon sa mga mayroon na pong ethical board, katulad ng UP, UST, and any other universities naman meron ng ethical board committee. So dapat makapag-interview siya doon para ma-share niya sa atin. Then, handling sensitive data responsibly is essential to protect personal and proprietary information. So avoiding plagiarism is a key ethical responsibility that requires proper citation and acknowledgement of sources. Additionally, researchers often face ethical dilemmas, no, that necessitate a thorough understanding of ethical guidelines and institutional policies to make informed decisions. Dapat dito, yung questionnaire, di ba may questionnaire tayo ibibigay sa ating mga respondents or informants. See to it na mabibigyan tayo ng sample ng ating reporter sa Chapter 11 kung paano gumawa ng data privacy notice doon sa ating questionnaire. Tandaan po yan presenter number 11. Dapat ma-discuss mo sa amin, makapabigay ka ng sample ng data privacy notice doon sa ating questionnaire na ibinibigay sa mga respondents. Okay? Maliwanag Okay, Chapter 12, focus on emerging trends in research. So, the research landscape is evolving. Alam natin yan. And rapidly with advancements such as artificial intelligence, AI po, and machine learning, which enhance data analysis and prediction capabilities. So, open access and open science initiatives, no? Promote transparency and accessibility by making research findings freely available to the public. So interdisciplinary research approaches foster collaboration across various fields, leading to innovative solutions to a complex problem. So furthermore, sustainable research practices emphasizes environmental responsibility and long-term impact, ensuring that research benefits society without compromising future generations. For Chapter 13, nasa Chapter 3 na rin po ito, yung ating statistical treatment. Pero itong Chapter 13, mas detailed, advanced data analysis techniques. Data analysis is critical phase in research, no, requiring advanced techniques to extract meaningful insights. So multivariate data analysis enables the examination of relationship among multiple variables. No? So simultaneously. So provide a comprehensive interpretation. So big data analytics leverage large data sets to identify trends and patterns that inform decision making. So machine learning offers automated intelligent data interpretation, enhancing efficiency and accuracy. So qualitative data, okay, qualitative data coding and analysis provide deeper insights, no, into non-numerical data, capturing the richness of participant experiences and perspective. Chapter 14, focus on research, collaboration, and networking. Ano mahalaga rin to, no? Yung cross ano po na, let's say kung study ng nursing student, may application ng IT, so pwedeng collaboration ng IT at saka ng nursing student. Kung yung study ng MBA may mayroong law related, pwedeng makipag-partner si MBA kay MPA. So, collaboration and networking are essential for fostering knowledge exchange and resource sharing in research. So, building research partnership facilitate access to diverse expertise and funding opportunities. So, pwedeng kayo, kung study nyo ipang munisipyo, pwede kayo makipag-partner sa munisipyo. Pwede kayo makipag-collaborate sa mga empleyado ng munisipyo. Or kung yan naman po ay for BIR or for business, pwede kayo makipag-coordinate or collaborate with them. Participation in research conferences allows researchers to present their findings, gain feedback, and establish professional connections. So, collaboration research tools and platforms such as online repositories and project management software enhance teamwork and coordination. So, managing multinational and cross-disciplinary teams requires cultural competence and effective communication to achieve a common research goal. Another is writing for publication. Sabi ko kanina, iba po ang thesis at capstone at dissertation sa writing for publication. Publishing research in peer-reviewed journals is critical for academic and professional recognition because researchers must understand the peer review process, no, which ensure the quality and validity of a published work through expert evaluation. So crafting effective abstract and keywords improves the discoverability of research articles. So dealing with rejections and revision is an inevitable part of the publication journey. Huwag mawala ng pag-asa pag na-reject. Requiring resilience and commitment to improving the manuscript based on reviewers' feedback. Yun naman po, kapag kayo nag-submit, bibigyan kayo ng reviewers' feedback. So doon, bibigyan kayo ng chance na mayroong ganon. Merong mga journal bibigyan ng chance para ma-edit, pero meron din pong hindi. Depende. So huwag mawala ng pag-asa, hanap ng another journal. 16 is technology-driven research tools. No? So the integration of technology research has revolutionized data collection, analysis, and management. Statistical software such as SPSS, Stata, R, and Python provide powerful tools for quantitative data analysis. So reference management software like Zotero and EndNote streamline citation management and literature organization. So visualization tools facilitate the presentation of research findings in an engaging, comprehensive manner. So online survey tools and platforms, gaya po ng Google Form, enables efficient data collections from diverse population, enhancing the reach and scope of research studies. Para ang 16 kasi, ano yung mga software na pwedeng gamitin for research, no? Katulad ng for stat, for online survey, para dun sa ating grammars and so on. Okay? 17, focus on the impact and dissemination. Measuring research impact is essential to assess its contribution to knowledge, so policy and practice. So creating policy briefs from research helps translate findings into actionable recommendations. for policymakers. So engaging stakeholders, no, and the public through outreach initiative enhances the relevance and applicability of research. So leveraging social media platforms can significantly increase the visibility and accessibility of research, fostering greater awareness and discussions among diverse audience. Hindi pwede yung minagic yung statistical survey ha, yung survey ha, hindi pwedeng minamagic. Kailangan talaga nagkanda kayo, okay? 18 challenges in conducting research. So research often face various challenges that can hinder the progress of their work. So funding constraints, limiting, okay, so funding, as I mentioned, constraint limit the scope and resources available for conducting research. So overcoming a cultural and language barrier is also crucial, no, when working with diverse population to ensure accurate data collection and interpretation. So dealing with research biases requires rigorous methodology and awareness of potential sources of error. So effective time and resource management are essential for maintaining research quality and meeting deadlines. Chapter 19 focus on meta-analysis and systematic reviews. Sa research naman, hindi kailangan complete na ano eh. Pwede kasi mag-review ka lang ng literature, pwede ka na makapag-publish, no? Literature review ang tawag doon, systematic reviews. Meta-analysis systematic reviews are valuable methods for synthesizing existing research evidence. So conducting systematic reviews of literature involves a structured approach to identifying, appraising, and summarizing studies on a scientific topic. So quantitative methods and meta-analysis provide statistical insights by combining data from multiple studies, no, identifying and resolving publication bias ensures, no, the reliability and validity of synthesized findings. So applications of meta-analysis in evidence-based research contribute to informed decision-making and policy development. And lastly, research for policy development and advocacy. Translating research into policy recommendation bridges the gap between academia and policy making. Conducting systematic reviews of literature helps identify evidence-based intervention that can inform policy decisions. Advocacy through evidence-based research strengthens the case for policy changes and funding allocation. So, evaluating policy impact impact through research provides insights into the effectiveness of implemented policies and subject areas, no, for improvement. And bridging the gap between academia and policymaking requires effective communication and collaboration between researchers and decision makers. Okay? So, yun po ang didiscussing natin for the entire semester.